Hello, welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at some belts that got sent to me with Toucannon, a Pokemon that is very likely gonna get a community day eventually, at least, in Pokemon Go, a 3-stage evolution, and it also has a signature move called, I think, Beak Blast. But anyways, this Pokemon also has something different here, which I didn't know. This Pokemon apparently learns Flash Cannon. I had no idea, but today we're gonna take a look at some battles that got sent to me, and I expect some very interesting battles here, as Flash Cannon is something that I think a lot of other people will not expect as well. And I think with this team here, I would imagine that they're running Toucannon as a say-swap. I have not looked at any of the battles, by the way, at this point. But I would imagine that they would use Toucannon as a say-swap, which does make sense a lot with the lead that they're running. The lead is Ferrothorn, which is going to be a grass and steel type. And if you take a look at the potential say-swap here, at least in Toucannon, it's going to have the grass type coverage in Bullet Seed, but also the steel type coverage in Flash Cannon. Also, it learns Drill Peck, which is going to be a very solid move against something like an Annihilate. Again, I don't know, this could be an 0-10 here, it could be a 10-0. I have no idea what's going to happen today, so let's find out together. We're going to see a Night Slash coming through and they're gonna get the boost. This is quite unfortunate because now they're gonna do quite a lot more damage against you. Drill Peck are going to be able to get the final shield, as we can see another one going to be able to connect. This should get the knockout against the opponent's Pokemon there as well. Yeah, Annihilate cannot take one. Now it's down to the Ferrothorn. Can they win the game? It is going to be close. They can still reach the charge move, and this is going to be it for this one. Good game there. What a win already to start off. Let's take a look at the next opponent. We're going to have the Ferrothorn against a Dragonite. This is going to be a quite awkward position for you because the opponent has coverage for you with the superpower. You're actually going to call the bait here. This is going to be risky, and it did not work out at all. But let's see what's coming in here. It's going to be the Poliwrath. You can go for a Drill Peck, but you kind of want to swap out eventually, as counter is resisted on the Mantine. Also, all the charge moves are resisted on the Mantine. Or like, not actually, no, never mind. Like, I assume it is neutral, but at least it's going to be better compared to the Toucannon. But you're staying in here for a little bit. You can go for a Drill Peck. This is going to be able to maybe get the shield. Oh, it's actually going to need to take the knockout here, as we will see the swap out into the Mantine. This is going to be the Icy Wind, and as you're going to see in the back, it's going to be an Empoleon, so they decide to forfeit. Next opponent coming up, we're going to have the Feraligatr in the lead. This is going to be a lovely lead, as we see a swap again into the Gligar, which you can kind of hard counter with the Mantine, and at least here, like I always like to, by the way, showcase other people's spells as well, especially for the upcoming week. If you're watching this, there's always a link in the description of every video where you can send in your battles as well, with like a description on what you have to do. Would really appreciate if you would do this for next week, because we have the Catch Cup, and I have like 5 Pokemon builds, so please send in some cool gameplay, would appreciate it. But anyway, so we're going to see here now more lag coming up. It's actually kind of nice to see that's not only me, but we're going to see a very similar team to the first one that we already saw beaten up before. And we get the shield here. The shield is very important because now Drill Peck is going to be able to land a little bit easier. They're most likely going to use another shield against the next one anyway. Ice Punch is a weird choice, but definitely a good choice for you because it takes a little bit more energy, and so you're gonna be able to maybe even outspeed them here. Yes, you can. Drill Peck is coming through, is going to be able to connect against the opponent and knocks out the Annihilate, as you can't even resist the fast move here. So maybe you're going to use a shield and go for another Drill Peck to knock them out. This is going to be game Toucannon, gonna take 2 knockouts here, and we can move on to the next opponent. Let's take a look at what they are running. The Ferrothorn lead against the opponent's Superior is kind of okay, but you have 2 good Pokemon in the back. Oh no, come on. Please no. We all want to see it. Like, I would not shield here as a Carbink. I don't think anybody would shield. See you later, Carbink. It's actually still surviving it, so that's kind of wild, but you can use a shield and you can still align yourself well. Also, keeping 1 Drill Peck stored, but holy hell, is double super effective Flash Cannon. Honestly, I did not know before I did this video here as well that this Pokemon would even learn this. I was thinking, okay, Rock Blast is like the other move that it learns. I had no idea it learns Flash Cannon, like literally 0 idea. And I know most of my Pokemon, so very cool to see here. We're gonna see also another Drill Peck going to get the final shield from the opponent. Ferrothorn is going to be a very smart choice to go into here. Why is it the case? Because the opponent is forced to go for Aerial Ace now, and they even swap out into the Mantine, which is a weird play as you're going to have Thunder, but I guess it is what it is. But basically, a Frenzy Plant would do quite a lot of damage against the own Mantine, so I definitely think this is the right call to go for. I'm not too sure if this is going to be the right call to go for. This might be the only win con for the opponent, as I expected here. They kind of had to go and hope that you're not running Thunder. But, yeah, let's take a look what you can still do here. I think you're still in a great spot, though, because they're kind of in one Ice Beam range. Ice Beam is kind of smart here because it does a little bit more damage than Aerial Ace, and they're perfectly into the range where this is going to knock out. So, very well played, and we can move on to the next opponent. We're going to encounter a shiny variant of the Drapion. What a flex, as we see more lag. Honestly, like, the game is so broken. It is kind of mad. But as you gotta see as well, the Crunch is coming through, and this is not going to get the debuff, which is quite nice. I would just go for the Thunder here, not gonna lie. Not too sure if Power Whip is the correct call. Like, it doesn't hurt. Like, at the end of the day, you're mostly gonna have to go for a Thunder and a Foul Play, and a Power Whip. You can also go for a Foul Play, of course. But, yeah, you decide to keep the energy here, which is quite smart, most likely, with the team you play, because you have an ABB style line. Yes, we can see as well. Toucannon is apparently the main save swap for this team, which, again, does make sense. As expected, I think that is a great team to... come on, not again. We gotta take a look at it. Bye! Honestly, this is hilarious. I did not expect to see this today, but I definitely appreciate those kind of showcases here for sure, as we all kind of learned something new here today, which is kind of nice. Drill Pick coming through, gonna get another double KO, and see you later, Machamp. You stopped out fast enough, which means you're going to be able to outspeed the opponent to the Aerial Ace here, no matter what the opponent tries to do, even cheeky undercharge, just to kind of showcase that you don't really need. Oh wait, it is actually not over. I thought you had a shield the entire time. I was wrong, but it doesn't matter, man. It is still too bulky. Just get out of here. Let's move on to the next opponent. Can we see another Fairy type swapping into you? That would be kind of lovely. Here, swap out into the Toucannon does make a lot of sense. Please go into another Fairy type. I would just love to see that. You let this move go through. One Night Slash is not going to do... Oh, Cross Chop. That's kind of interesting. Night Slash would be the better... Please. Just please let this move go through. That is ridiculous. It is absolutely hilarious. But now you gotta see the Mantan going up against the Obstagoon. You flipped switch, you had a Fairy type in the back, and it could actually be a double Charm line, which would be quite interesting for you, because you would have your Steel type in the back for that then. Aerial Ace is going to be able to get quite a lot of damage onto them. We will see as well that the opponent can go for another Night Slash, and you kind of put them into range where, I mean, this is not going to knock them out most likely, but going to get them very low that you can just farm them down. But okay, never mind, they use the shield anyway, and so any other charge move afterwards is going to be fine. This is going to be a great matchup for you as well. You're going to be able to align yourself now. Like, honestly, this would have been a hard counter matchup kinda if you didn't flip switch with the Flash Cannon on the Toucannon, which is quite funny. And of course, it makes sense that the Toucannon has some cannon moves at least. But here we're gonna see, you can't let the move go through, most likely. Oh, you're gonna use a shield. I guess, yeah, it does make... I don't know if it makes sense. I guess you go up to 2 power-ups anyway, then it does make sense. Never mind, that's all fine. Well played here. This is going to be able to connect, knock them out, go for another one, and knock them out as well. And this should be it for this one. Very well played by this player here. Let's move on to the next opponent. Very cheeky the entire time in terms of how they charge their energy when they know, oh, it's just okay if you go for nice, never going up to the excellent if it doesn't not need to go up to the excellent, which is quite funny. But anyways, they might have Fire Punch, and they do have Fire Punch, which is something I was expecting as well. It does make quite a lot of sense to run Thunder Punch and Fire Punch in this meta at least. Maybe even Ice Punch. Like, all the punch moves are really good for Hypno. Hypno was a Pokemon I might want to showcase as well. Maybe I'm still gonna do it at the current time. I'm kind of more leaning towards not showcasing it. It very likely has Thunder Punch though, so let's take a look at this. Yes, they do. So yeah, you might just gonna let this move go through and try to farm them down then. I guess that's your play. Gonna go to Toucannon, go for the full farm down. I think that's going to be a very tough one to come back from, because Toucannon is going to take quite a lot of damage here from those fast moves already. And so you have to hope there's something in the back that just gets a one-shot by it. And oh, another Cliff... Now, come on. Not again. Don't do it again, please. That is just ridiculous. It doesn't matter because you're gonna get destroyed by the Obstagoon, but this was still hilarious. So many fairy types fall for the bait of the Toucannon, which is ridiculous, but you're gonna let the move go through. Oh, it's a power punch. I didn't count the moves, but I guess you count the moves, and it was not enough for the Icy Wind, which is a smart decision then, and we will see as well that he can actually still get to 2 drill packs, and that's quite lovely, as he can now get 2 shields from the opponent, and you can align your Mantine. Waiting out the switch clock here is the right call to do, and that's exactly what they're going to do here as well, because the switch clock is not up for yourself, but the opponent is very likely, oh, they actually decide to go for a charge move. Now, yeah, I know, like, the opponent is boosted up in their attack, but, like, the Ice Wind is not going to do too much damage. You should have went for the Aerial Ace most likely immediately, as maybe it would have not been enough anyway, so maybe that's your kind of play, you kind of want to get some extra energy. The opponent swaps out Empoleon, 1 Thunder is all it takes, I guess. You're gonna go up to 100 energy here first. That would be, I guess, the play. Actually, you have to throw now. Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise the opponent would have got to another charge move. This is perfect play so far. Thunder going to knock them out. 2 more fast moves to get you the Power Whip. Knock out the next Pokemon. And let's take a look what they're going to have in the bag. Hopefully it's going to be something you are fine with. It is going to be a Hypno. And if you can reach another charge move, this would be great. And you can. And this is going to do a tremendous amount of damage. Let's take a look at this. Half of the opponent's health is gone. And you have so much energy still loaded on that Mantine. You might be even able to go for an Ice Beam after. No, actually, oh, you actually decided to go for the Ice Beam. I think maybe double Area Ace would have been better as well, but maybe it's going to be enough. Let's take a look at this. It is going to be enough with a few more fast moves, and so we can move on to the final battle. If you enjoyed these games here so far, feel free to leave a like as well, as you're going to see a hard counter Decidueye. Oh no, this is not going to happen, alright? We're not gonna see the Decidueye getting completely destroyed just so the opponent is going to get also destroyed by the Flash Cannon on the Carbink. That is too brutal. First one, gonna go down. Don't go into the Carbink. They don't know. They just don't know. Nobody knows. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, see you later, Carbink. It was very nice with you, as you can even go for another charge move here. This is just so brutal to watch. Drill Peck going to get the knockout here as well, and it's going to be the Mantine against a Crocalor. This is still not over yet though, because Crocalor has a double super effective damage against your lead, and so as they were able to call one move here, they might be even able to flip this one with all the crunches coming through. They don't get the debuff here, which is quite nice, but at the end of the day, you're still in crunch range. And so I feel like there is potential for the opponent to still come back from this. And this is something I did not really expect at this point, but we will see the Aerial Ace coming through. And I guess you're going to try to catch the next move on either the Toucannon or on the... Oh, you're actually going to stay in here. I was thinking that you maybe want to catch the move on the Ferrothorn, but Crunch is coming through. Can you still win this game? It's going to be close. But I think you get to... Yeah, you can't get to the move, and so this... Oh, why do you... There was no need for Catcher's move. You were at 9 turns, the opponent was at 10 turns. I guess you just want to flex on them. And that is fine. So this is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like. This was hilarious to watch. So thanks so much for sending it in. And I see you then. Bye bye.